fucking eat your fucking face off!
Is that you?
Yeah.
You've made it here this.
Hello, everybody. I am the fucking bear for what it's worth. This is gonna be an interesting episode of The Drunk Life, if I can get the alcohol open, that is. For a few reasons. It's a lot of firsts, alright? It's, the first mother of cock you can just open. There we go. It's gonna be the first episode that I'm gonna do sitting down. Just because, aside from doing, standing up Let's Plays, causing problems with my back, just issues I've had fucking since the dawn of time, basically. Can we just please? Can we, give me a second. Let me just drop that down. Okay, that's better. 3, 2, 1, go. I've had back problems since I was 8 years old. Which isn't a good thing, I don't think. I'm pretty sure when you have back problems at 8, there might be something wrong, but for some reason, no one ever wanted to do anything about it. Anytime I would tell people, it was just, you're a dude, deal with it. That's a kind of a running theme in my life. You're a guy, deal with it. But whatever. So I'm drinking I'm gonna be drinking out of a pickle jar because I can't remember where I put my glass. It isn't in the kitchen anymore. I had a glass that I usually use for this shit. And I'm out of solo cups, so yeah, pickle jar it is. That's about right. And then we just go ahead and we just do it like that. We just do it like that. That's how we play the game. All right? And then we stir it up. There you go. Ah. Had to. Okay. Now, in addition to that, I have a new mindset. Because this is also going to be the first video I've done since making some major changes to how I look at YouTube. I tended to take a more is better approach to YouTube for a long time. See, I'm going to be honest with you. I've never actually... How did I get in here? Oh. The giant... How did I...
There we are. That gun came off one of the same hunter choppers that you're up against.
Really
I
now?
like to bring a little irony to a firefight.
Well, I don't need it.
You should be able to tear
Aw.
up Eli's place.
The freeman will accept this weapon or suffer greatly on the road ahead.
I don't... What did that do? Oh, I'm going this way, ain't I? Hold on. Let me just... Oh. Okay. I was wondering why it wasn't applying. Okay. Is that good? Am I the only one severely disappointed that you can't kill people? That was like one of the best parts of the first game. This game's been out for like 400 years. Someone's got to have made a mod to let you kill people. Yeah. What? What's that? Huh? Oh, the ammo regenerates. Alright. I was trying to jump over it and then blow it up as I was going over it, and it would have been cool. Whatever. But, I had a timeout. My mechanical keyboard broke. I spilled something on it, which is not actually the first time I've spilled something on it. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, luckily, the first time I spilled something on it, it was just on the, oh, I knew it wasn't that easy. What? Hold on, I got this. Why isn't it working? What do you... What? Hey. Hey now. Hey now. Come on. You know, hard mode on this is not like... What? Who's left? It's not like at all anything after having played Wolfenstein on hard. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Anyway, I'm turned around. All right. So yeah, as I was saying, fuck you. You too. Like, I've never done YouTube the way I wanted to do it since the dawn of me being a part of YouTube. I never made the kind of videos I wanted to make. Oops. I've been doing YouTube for about 4 years now. Never made the kind of videos I wanted to make. I just didn't have the time. I was in a situation in my life where I literally just... Can I? Hold on. Oh, you put me up there already. The game knew what I wanted. I wanted to see if I could open this door. Oh, there's something there. Is that... Is that it? That's all there was to it? Just some energy? Alright. I just wasn't in a situation where I had the time necessary to make videos like that. And if you're wanting to know what the hell I'm talking about, there's a video up on the channel now called Farfin, Crike, and Forgan, which is what I've always wanted to do. And I held off on making videos like that for several reasons. One, I was afraid... No. Hey. I said no. Why don't you guys listen to me when I say no? I was afraid, and this is a running problem with me when it comes to YouTube, is giving a shit what the community thinks. I think that if you want to be successful in YouTube, and this, take it from a guy who's not even remotely successful by any stretch of the imagination on YouTube. You can't worry too much about what the community thinks. And I think that I took the community's advice way too much. What are we even doing? Alright, you're on, I guess. And because of that, it really caused me to not make the kind of videos I wanted to make. And I regret that. I do regret that. For one, I've never really cared. Like, it's not that I didn't care. I never really had the, talent to, give good commentary. I don't. I just don't have the talent. I have a talent for occasionally saying something funny. Alright? It's a completely different talent. But all the, you know, people doing the things... is this the way we're going? I want to think it's not. I want to think I shouldn't be over here. Oh, whatever. Hey. How do I... There we go. Good boy. Hey now. What are you... Stop it. As I does do saying, where are you? I don't know. I think I don't even have to say it. I think I've made it clear throughout the last few minutes exactly what I'm trying to say. That I'm not drunk yet, even remotely, so I just don't have that stream of consciousness that a lot of YouTubers have. Which, I will say one thing, I think a good portion of it is, I won't say fake. I was about to say feiny, because I was torn between saying fake and phony. It's feiny. It's not fake, but it's empty. I'm just gonna say this. Big YouTubers, Markiplier. I fucking love Marky Moo. He is an inspiration. Just as a person. Not even as a fucking YouTuber. As a YouTuber too, but just as a person, he's a fucking inspiration. But go watch one of his videos. Especially when he plays like an indie horror game or something. What percentage of his commentary is him actually saying shit? And what percentage is him just giving empty words like, oh, whoa, what are we going to do? And I don't know. He has the talent for being able to do that in a funny way. And I guess that is a talent. But at the end of the day, you're not really getting much insight out of those videos. And obviously you're not really watching a YouTuber for insight. How many of these we got? Are we just going to be doing this all day? Alright, I'm just going to avoid them then. Or not. Or not. Anyway. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Can we just... I got an idea. Hold on. I think I know how we're going to do this. Hold on. We're going to manage this. This is our quest for the evening. Okay. Speed up. Nope, that didn't work. I'm actually starting to think maybe this isn't possible. I feel like I almost did it there. Well, you come find out there's gonna be like an invisible wall if there's something. Okay, so going straight at it is not, there's not enough of a curve to do it that way. I don't think we're gonna... I'm starting to think that was a bad plan. Can we kill you? Can we kill you, please? Thank you. But yeah. The community always would say, oh, you can't have any dead air in your commentary. You can't have any dead air. That was one of the most common, like, there was like, you know, forums and stuff where you could post a video and people would critique it and stuff for you. And that was one of the most common criticisms, that I had too much dead air. And so I took that to heart, and I put way too much of my effort when recording videos into trying to come up with stuff to say. I used to get mad at myself. I used to like I would almost break into tears when I would go to edit my videos and see just how much time was spent of me just playing the game and not saying anything. And then I realized some videos that I've actually enjoyed, some Let's Plays I've enjoyed, don't have much commentary. It's a very laid-back atmosphere. And I feel like we can't do that. No. All other wood in the game can be broken just except for that. Alright. Now we know. Can we just do this? Ow! I'm not very good at video games. Okay. And then another worry I had with making the kind of videos I wanted to make is that people would because sometimes I did actually you know, discuss this with people before, like on forums and stuff, that I wanted to kind of maybe make videos with post commentary, where instead of the commentary being live, it was more jokes that I came up with later, and I would like sit and, you know, edit the videos and like write up jokes, and everyone I talked to criticized that idea. They said that would be fake, it wouldn't be genuine, and I just said, okay, then I accept it. I accept that that's not, you know, the kind of content I should be making. And this was years ago. This was fucking years ago. Back when I first started, back in like 2012, I think it was. Well, no, I think it was 2013 I started. Because it was 2012 that A Late Night Drink came out, I believe. No? No, it wasn't that early. 2014. 14 sots. 14 ka. I don't know. But either way, there we go. Hey, I shot you, and you... Sometimes they don't do the thing. Ah! Where'd that other one come from? Oh, that one... Those ones are sneaking from over there occasionally. That's the whole reason I stayed over here. I thought that one wouldn't be able to get me. Alright, whatever. Yeah. That's not my... Why is the game freezing every time I press F5? What does F5 do? Take a screenshot. I've taken about 400 screenshots, apparently. Oops. And so I just accepted that, you know, the community as a whole was telling me, don't do that. And then a while back, it just sort of hit me. Now, wait a minute. One of my favorite YouTubers is Video Game Donkey. And that's exactly what he does. And I don't know. It's like, I don't know why everyone just insists on... here's what I think the problem is. I think that when you ask someone for advice on the internet when it comes to, you know, certain subject, and not just the internet. I don't want to make this into a anti-internet thing. It's like this in real life too. But instead of giving you advice based on what they think, you know, good advice for you would be, they give advice based on their personal preference. And I think people were advising me based on their personal preference. And I regret that, because if you have went and at some point during this, hopefully paused this video and went and watched Farfenkriegen Forgen, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That right there, that video is the kind of content I always wanted to make. I never wanted the channel to just be generic. Oh, here's my face cam. Here's a horror game. Let's play Five Nights at Slenderman's or some shit. Where am I going, by the way? I am fucking lost. Do I need to... Man, I know if I get out of the thing, I can walk through there. Is that it? Am I supposed to... There's something back here I'm supposed to be doing? Ew. Oakley dokley. But for, you know, whatever reason, I just didn't. For, like I said, a combination of reasons. One, even if I did, you know, decide to start making content like that, just that one video, Far From Kragen, that took about a week of working pretty much all day, every day on that video. And I know it doesn't look like it. I know it really doesn't look like it, but it was my first time really doing something like that, so, you know, it was, you know, watching through, basically, like, watching through it and coming up with jokes, but then watching through it again to see if maybe there was jokes I could come up with, and then taking the jokes, connecting them, seeing what jokes could play into other jokes, what jokes should maybe be taken out. Yeah, and so I just didn't, you know, have the time. You know, when you're, anyone watching this, I pray that you never have to know this. I pray that you never have to find this out for yourself. But when you're a full-time caretaker of a disabled person, that your free time is like really fucking limited. Oh shit! What you want? What you want? There are barrels all over the place. Where are you going? No, wait. Where do you think you're going? Whereas the other kind of Let's Play, where it is just, you know, face cam playing through the game, that's a lot easier because I could wait till there were times when, you know, my partner was feeling up to it. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing there, buddy? That's a new thing you just decided to do there. I thought you'd done exploded 20 times. How many times are you going to explode? How many times can this one helicopter explode? Whatever. And then I would film a little bit. And then it was just a matter of syncing up my audio. And then I could leave that shit to render while I was busy doing more important things. Whereas these kind of videos really require your attention. You're beeping. Does that mean we're done? No, it doesn't. No, come here. Come here. Come here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What was that? What was that? I didn't catch that. What'd you say? Are you leaving? You better not be running away like a little bitch. I'm stuck. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're good. I'm getting shot. Let's go find some health. Where you go? Are you health? Are you health? I think you're health. You look like health. No, you're suit. Almost as good as health. No, hide. You can't get me, bitch. Wow! So like 14 explosions. Imagine that. I could just come up here and just punch the pilot in the face. So, yeah. I'm okay. I'm actually physically okay. So then after Anna's death, I wasn't gonna do YouTube because I had always done YouTube with her. It had been our thing. But around that time, Outlast 2 came out. And I had the Super Beardy Bro channel, which isn't really a Super Beardy Bro channel anymore, since 90% of the content on it is just me. I should just rename the channel. You can do that, right? You can rename channels. I don't think you can change the URL, but you can rename the channel. I can't name it the fucking bear because YouTube is gay and stuff. Can we jump this? Is this gonna work? Can we do this? No, actually, you can't. Is that a? I was about to say. Is that an elevator? Elevator. Why are you slipping off? God damn it! There we go. Fucker. Alright. Where are we going? And I figured, you know what? I've been looking for this game. Dave's been looking for this game. David's my best bud. Pretty much the only reason I haven't put a bullet in my head, other than the fact that I don't own a gun. So I'm gonna record this just to distract myself, and you can go back. You can go back and watch the Outlast 2 Let's Play on this channel, and you can really tell because that was only mere I think like a month and a half after her death. So you can really tell I was not in the greatest emotional state while making that video. And then after that, there was like a few little indie games that, at the end of the day, the only real reason I kept doing it was because I wanted my best buddy to, you know, see videos, and I wanted him to see that I was doing okay, even if it was a bull-faced fucking lie. So I just sort of went from there, and then I started doing some different games, started doing, you know, I tried to branch out into maybe some games that I was interested in, like when I did Bayonetta, and then when I started doing, Metroid Prime, and then I sold my Wii U. Oops. At least I finished Bayonetta 2 before selling it. Oh! Magnum. What? Magnum. But then at the end of the day, it all boiled down to the same fact that I was just back to doing the kind of content that I wasn't really interested in doing. I've just never been interested in putting my face up in a corner and recording myself playing a game. And I've always only wanted to do that if I was doing something unique with it, but I just didn't have the time. And now I do. For the time being, anyway. Because I mean, I'm about this close to being 5150, but that's neither here nor there. So until then, I I wanna start doing stuff with this channel that I want to do. The kind of content I've always wanted to do, and one of them is recording a game, having my microphone, but instead of worrying about giving the commentary, I just make an idle joke if it comes to me. And other times, I even will say things like you can tell, just like with when I was talking about Donkey. You can tell which jokes were recorded live and which jokes are recorded in post. You can tell by the quality of the audio. It's easy as hell to tell which jokes were live. Where are we even going? But you know, that's what I do. That's how I did the Far Cry thing. There were a few jokes done live, and then other times there was half jokes done live. And what I mean by that is I was like, maybe around this point I could make a joke about yada yada yada, and then in post I would actually sit and make the joke actually funny. But you know, I say fuck you to the people that told me that doing it that way wouldn't be authentic, because don't get me wrong, let me make one thing very clear. If I was pretending that the commentary was live, yeah, that'd be fucking bullshit. But I'm not. I'm using the game as a platform. I can't stress this enough. When I made a video like that, and when I make videos like that in the future, I am using the game as a platform to make a comedy video. And by saying that isn't, you know, authentic, what about stand-up comedians? Their jokes aren't live at all. Like, by any stretch of the imagination, their jokes are not live. Boy, I imagine it must suck to go to a stand-up comedian's first show on his tour. If you don't know much about how stand-up comedians work, they always go on big tours. And then the comedy albums they put out, or like the Netflix specials they put out, are usually recorded near the end of the tour. Maybe even on the last leg of the tour. And over the course of that tour, they've perfected the material. They figured out which jokes worked, which jokes didn't, how to get the best laughs. And so I imagine it must kind of suck to go to like one of those first shows when it's all just the material they've just written and they haven't, you know, perfected it yet. But whatever. I was right. I didn't have to do any of that. I could have just done this. Son of a bitch. That's for future reference. That's gonna be a quality speed running tip. Alright. There we go. What the fuck just happened to me? I'm so confused. Alright, let's try this one more again. Alright, we're gonna get back, and then we're gonna go. We're gonna get back, and we're gonna go. Yeah, there you go. Whee! Splish. Loading. But yeah, I'm using... I mean, what is that? And I kind of feel stupid. I do feel stupid. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel really fucking retarded. And I know you're not supposed to use the word retarded as an insult, but I'm not... Like, you know, you say, oh, that's so gay when you're not implying anything about homosexuality. You use it as just a generic insult. No, when I say something's retarded, I mean it's... That's what I mean. I don't think that's an insult. I don't think you should be allowed to own words. I think that's fucking retarded. That's fucking gay and retarded. The idea that you should, that like a certain group owns a word. I'll give you the N-word. I'm not interested in fighting that battle. No, thank you. But anything other than that, I don't care. But, I do feel stupid that, you know, I spent so long, and granted, like I said, a large portion of it was that I didn't have the time and I had to focus on other things in my life. But I do kind of feel stupid that... What are we doing?
We've got something.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, it's human. Hello?
It? Hi!
Easy in there. You're safe now.
Motherfucker!
You'll have to forgive the
Let me out of here!
Can't take any
God
chances.
damn you, let me fuck out of here!
Dr.
I'll
Freeman?
fucking eat your fucking face off!
Is that you?
Yeah.
You've made it here this quickly. Well, Eli is going to be amazed, not to mention relieved. I'm Dr. Mossman, Dr. Judith Mossman.
Hello,
I've been
beautiful.
hearing about you since long before the Black Mesa incident. Oh, Black Mesa. I do so envy you working with Eli and Dr. Clyde.
Now, you look like the kind of person who would betray me.
There we go. You can come through now.
Anyway.
I'll take you down to Eli right
Spoiler
now.
alert.
You would never forgive me if I kept you waiting. We could certainly use the extra help around here. We've covered a lot of ground in the last few months, but things would go so much faster if we had more people
Yeah.
portrayed. This way, Dr. Freeman.
Hit her. Hit her in the head.
Hurry up, Dr. Freeman.
All right. Anyway, as I was saying, hey, buddy, old pal. Hey, you look scared. Oh. Someone please find me a mod or a console command to let me kill people, because I want to enter it, and then I want to replay this game. With Killzone. I don't feel like breaking all that myself.
This way, Dr.
There was nothing back here anyway. Anyway.
We're closing in on a reliable local teleport technology. Something the Combine still hasn't mastered.
We already have teleport technology. I mean, it sends you to like 4 different places and drops you in the middle of the ocean and then puts you outside a window 3 feet away. But it's still teleportation technology nonetheless.
We're doing with entanglement.
Am I the only one that thinks that a woman in a sweater is like the hottest thing on the planet?
Listen to me. I sound like a post.
Is that weird? Is
I'm
that
so
weird?
excited
Sweaters.
we'll finally have a
Sweaters
chance to
are...
work together.
Remember Lady from Devil May Cry 3?
Oh, yes. Dr.
She had a sweater.
Relay far beyond anything he imagined at Black Mesa.
Playing chess.
We figured out how to use Zen as an unexpressed axis. Effectively a
Chef
dimensional
hats.
slingshot. So we can swing
But,
to the border world and come back in local space without having to pass through.
I do feel stupid.
Oh, here's Eli now.
For spending so much time, you know, not... I should have realized, you know, people are saying that, you know, it's not going to be authentic if you do it like that. How does that apply to video games? Like why is it why do they consider video games to be the one area of making a video where, it has to be live? Like, why do people... I don't get the mindset of why... And I had this mindset myself, and I don't get why. Of why video games, out of all types of videos you can make, are the ones that have to be live. Or, like, any other YouTube content, you know, even, like, makeup tutorials, they plan out what they're going to do ahead of time.
Dr. Freeman?
You know, a lot of comedy videos have scripts written for them. And yet, people act like, you know, for some reason, people told me that if I script out a video using a video game, that's not authentic and people won't like it. And I just accepted it. I blindly, because I think what it was is I went to these communities, I went to Reddit, I went to these Let's Play communities, and I just assumed they were experts. I made the assumption of that they knew what they were talking about. I blindly assumed they knew what they were talking about. Because I didn't know how to make YouTube videos. I didn't know anything about YouTube, so I assumed that these people know what they're talking about.
Oh, Gordon.
Hey, honey.
Vortigaunt said you were here. I can't believe you made it so quickly on foot.
I believe he broke your record, honey.
Well, actually, I was like,
handle yourself out there.
no, I had a vehicle. I had one of them swamp people, out in the bayou kind of things. So I don't know what you mean by on foot. Have you noticed that she's never not smirking at me? Have you noticed that about her? She is never not smirking at me.
Take a look at this, Gordon.
What? What is it? Alright. What am I doing? What am I doing? This doesn't seem to be... That's lovely and all, but turning it doesn't seem to accomplish literally anything at all. The wave is the exact same number. Whatever.
Alex, I thought you were on watch. The Vortigaunts relieved me so I could come see Gordon.
Yeah.
Anyway, I should be in here.
I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you very well.
Misjudged the capacity of the combine thyristor.
Oh.
Are you blaming me? No.
Alex wants to sit on my
It's
face.
a calculation error, not a mechanical problem.
She wants to ride that sweet goatee of his.
The calculations next time as well
All right.
installing it.
Um.
Sometimes I think you
So I don't know. That's, you know, anyone who's watched videos of mine should know that my Let's Play style is to spend an entire episode trying to say one thing.
The 0-point energy
And that streak is alive and well, because I've spent this whole video trying to say that this is my first drunk life since some changes. Yeah.
See you in a little while, Gordon.
Got it, bro. But yeah, there's not going to be as much content as there used to be. But what content there is, I hope is going to be of higher quality.
Go ahead, Gordon. We'll catch up with you later.
I also had a habit of I never wanted to not be recording. Like, I didn't want to play any game without recording it because I was always terrified. Even back when I played games with Anna, I was always terrified that the one game we didn't record would be the one time that we came up with just the funniest jokes. And I was even proven right. I was even proven right at one point because we decided we'd pick a random game and play it without recording. We played Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. And we just had so many funny moments. We were laughing. We were fucking crying from laughing. And we were like, why didn't we record this? But I think there's a kind of a compromise here. Like, I can record every game, not every game, but I can record most of the games I play. And then I can feel like I accomplished something by then looking at it and saying, okay, can I make this funny? Can I make this funny? And I have fears. I do fear that, even by my own admission here, I'm a fan of Video Game Donkey. And I'm afraid people are going to say, oh, I'm just ripping him off. I think it would be fucking retarded to say that he owns the idea of doing post-commentary jokes on a video. And I'm not aping his style, like, at all. Yeah, I don't know, like, I do like, I like making videos. I like, my favorite parts of some of my old videos on my old Cat Bear channel was when I would, do funny edits and stuff to a video, and like the ginger tikka masala and stuff.
Go ahead. We'll talk later.
Yeah, go ahead. But then I would like do things. Yeah. I don't know.
Go ahead, Gordon. We'll catch up with you later.
Yeah. I was like, can someone explain something to me? How did I read this when I was 10 years old? I read this book when I was 10 years old, not for school or anything, just because it looked cool. It looked cool. And I read the whole goddamn thing. And now I'm fucking 31 and I'm struggling. I'm struggling to get through it. I'm halfway through it. You can see where my bookmark is. Halfway through it and I'm struggling. I'm enjoying it. There's like layers to it that I didn't really appreciate when I was a kid. I am on the second plane when it comes to reading. I believe there are 4 planes. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. I forgot how many 4 was for a second. There were 4 planes when it comes to reading. First plane is the plot of the book. All right? Second plane is the characters of the book. All right? Third plane is philosophical, and fourth plane is sociological. Is that a word? I don't think it is. Okay, so what I mean is the first plane is where you just enjoy the plot. You just, you enjoy like, oh, this character did this. Guy's in Japan and he's doing the thing and he wants his shit back, damn it. Second plane is where you appreciate how well written the characters are and how well written the book is. Now, the first 2 planes exist solely within the book. The next plane is where you start looking at like statements the book's making about life and about existence and just thoughts. And then the fourth plane is where you're actually looking at is the kind of shit you hear if you go to like fucking discussions at colleges and shit about books. I don't care about any of that stuff. I really don't. It's not that I'm not smart enough to pick it up. I want to make that very clear. It's not that I'm stupid. I just don't care. I really don't give a shit what an author's trying to say about society. I read books to escape society, alright? I don't read modern books. I refuse to read modern books, mostly, because it seems impossible to read a book without ham-fisted political agendas being put in it. I read a book a while back, and it seemed good at first, and then the character started using words like patriarchy and male gaze, and I just shut the fuck down. I'm like, I'm done with this piece of shit. And I want to make something clear. It's not that like I don't agree, like it's not that like I'm not like one of those people that doesn't like thoughts. Like, oh, this is an opinion other than mine. Oh, get it away. I'm bothered even if the agenda being pushed is one I agree with. I just don't like that shit in books. I don't, and I'm sure that people are going to say, well, a good book tries to change the world, tries to do I don't give a shit. I just want to read a good story. I just want to be swept away into a good story with characters that are well written. But I don't fucking know. What was this saying? I'm gonna be doing videos like this. I decided to continue Drunk Life because I feel like it's one standard face cam let's play. You're not gonna see my face a lot. I'm just gonna say that right now. When it comes to my channel, you're not gonna see my face a lot anymore. And I'm sure you're happy about that. I'm sure you are fucking thrilled about that. But, for, like, what I plan to do in the future is, Drunk Life, obviously. Stuff like Far From Crygan. I have quite a few games that I plan on doing that for. And then maybe, like, some top 10 lists. I kind of want to make a video that's going to be very personal to me. It was a video me and Anna had planned on making, but we never got around to it, where we discuss our favorite horror games. And I actually have the lists we made of my top 10 and her top 10 And I think being able to, discuss some of the horror games she liked would be kind of a good way to remember her. Because it's March 3rd right now, so we're about 10 days from the 1-year anniversary of her death. So I'm probably gonna kill myself. Yeah, probably. Am I joking? Who knows? But yeah. I just want to start making unique content. I want to start, creating some videos that are interesting. I want to make funny videos. I'm not good at, I'm not good at the live commentary. It's just not a skill I have. I like video games too much. I think that's one of the problems. I get swept away in a game, and I enjoy the emotion, and I enjoy playing the game. And then I remember, oh, there's a camera over here. Oops. But I think even David told me that Far From Crying was one of the funniest videos he'd watched in a long time. Is it the funniest thing I've ever made? Like, you've watched nearly everything I've ever made on my channel. Is it up there? I think it might be. I even laughed a lot while making it. I had to stop, like, just the fishing with the bear, I had to stop. That took like 10 takes because I would break down laughing halfway through. And I'm excited. Like, I'm not usually excited about making videos. I'm excited to play the games themselves. Like, especially if it's like a new game that just got released and I've been looking forward to it. I'm excited to play the game, but making the video, I'm never excited about that. And now I am. I'm excited to make videos. For the first time in a long time, I'm excited to make videos. And I need it. I need that. So, I think that'll do it for this episode. I apologize for standing still, because I know that this is what David wanted to see the entire time I was ranting. This is what he wanted to see. Sorry. Oh shit, are we about to go to Ravenholm?
So I see you've met Dr. Mossman.
Yeah. Hey,
She's one
are
of
we
the main
about to go to
reasons I spend so
Ravenholm?
much
Do you
time
have a hole in your butt?
You should hear her drone on about how
You have
it
a
should
hole
have
in your
been
butt?
her
I
in
need
the
to
Black Mesa
find out if you have
test
a
chamber that
butthole.
day.
You know the greatest thing ever
I'm sorry, I
is
shouldn't be talking
is
about
making
your
a reference to a video that's not uploaded anymore. And so people have no idea what you're talking about. I'm gonna bite your bum. I'm gonna bite your bum. Yum, yum, yum. Yum. You got a hole on your butt. Did you know you got a hole on your butt?
That's the message to Ravenholm. We don't go there anymore.
But I want to. It's the best level in the entire game. You know?
Go right up there to Ravenholm. It was an old mining town inhabited by some escapees from City 17. Believe me, that tunnel is sealed for a reason.
Because there's like a crazy priest that's really entertaining, and it's creepy and it's scary. It's fucking scary. I remember David didn't play Half-Life until later in his life, so he was. I'm gonna say he was jaded, but I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it in an insulting way, but like he had his horror chops at that point. You know what I'm saying? But I played this game back in the day, and fuck, Ravenholm just came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it, and it was just such a fucking experience. Like, it isn't now. Like, nowadays, especially now that Valve made Left 4 Dead, nowadays, it's nothing that special, but back then, it was an experience. It really was. But whatever. That'll do it for this episode. I feel warm. Oh, a thing that I wanted to say. When I first... This was the thing I was trying to say at the beginning of the video! Is that this is the first Drunk Life I've done sitting down because of my back problems. One downside of it is that you won't get the wobbly, oh, I'm about to fall over, that you used to get with the standing ones. But there is a bonus. I always had to stop Drunk Life when I was too drunk to stand up. That's not an issue anymore. So, look forward to the next video. Thank y'all for watching. You are all so beautiful, and I love all of you. Bye-bye.